Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be bringing you a reaction to Confessions of South Africa, a part 2 to a video we did recently, and you guys actually were in the comments saying you guys want to know part 2, and your girl is delivering, okay? And as per usual, I think it's a tradition at this point, I'm here with this guy.
Hey, what's up?
Tumi on all socials. If you're new to my channel, please make sure that you've liked this video. Make sure that you don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and make sure you don't forget to turn on your notification bell because you do not want to miss any content without wasting any time, because there's some juicy stories we need to get into. Let's get straight into the video. I'm gonna be using this laptop. I've never actually opened this page before, so I don't know what we're gonna find. Hopefully it'll be some good stuff. It's confession number 33 something. It says, I'm dating a guy who I think secretly hates me. He is so nice and loving to me, treats me well, but is sometimes so rough during sex that I come out bruised. He's also been trying to hurt me by lying that he cheated and intentionally doing weird stuff to get me to be upset, just to get a reaction out of me. Not sure if it's a sex game or he secretly hates me.
I mean, it's like women constantly look for reasons to be unhappy. It doesn't sound like he actually has a problem with you. That guy's clearly fine with you. He just has a kink.
Come on. Wait a minute, hold up.
Lots of people like
lying that you're cheating.
Sometimes you just want to get the reaction.
What kind? No,
you want it to be as
what kind of
authentic
kink
as
is
possible.
that?
It's a sex kink. It's just like choking people. Some people want you to spit in their mouth.
Ma'am, actions speak louder than words. That man don't want you. I've heard about this from so many guys, and don't tell me you've never done this. There's so many men who will lie about cheating or who will say something to get you to break up with him because he doesn't want to be the one who breaks up with you.
But you hear the part about him treating her right? He treats me fine. This guy is fine. He just has kinks. I just think they should explore that. They should have all they need is a conversation. I'm not saying.
No, ma'am. This person does not want a relationship with you. They want to break up.
I just don't think you should be looking for reasons to question the whole relationship when it's just this one thing.
So you will not question it.
No.
I'm bitter and you're doing sex, and there's not something like you've discussed before. He's not told you that I'm into BDSM or none of that.
I just think she should ask questions and ask him, yo, what's up? What's with this shit? This man wouldn't have sex with you if he hates. Okay, he would. Any man would do that.
But also, like, we also have to consider the fact that if it's not your kink and you're uncomfortable with it, then you have to be the one to break up with him, because if it's something that they're genuinely into, they need to be with someone who's into that.
No,
he hates her.
Okay, the bruising part is fucked up, but I do understand. I just feel like these kinks are things you guys should discuss.
So you would date someone who's got like a kink that hurts you like that?
Hurts me physically?
Yes, like she says she's being hurt.
Hey man, I dated bitches who choked me. I was fine.
Really hurt you,
my
this
throat
guy,
hurt.
not you.
Yeah, my throat hurts.
Me, mommy.
Choke me, mommy. Not you lose it. All I'm saying is that it just feels like something they need to have a conversation about. I don't think they should be asking these people.
Confession number 2. It says, whenever my boyfriend and I go out for lunch with his family, we're expected to pay for ourselves. I'm still a student and I feel too embarrassed to tell him that I sometimes can't afford lunch if his family isn't going to pay for us.
Why didn't you just tell him? No,
but hold up. You guys can go out to lunch with your parents, like the parents of the boyfriend. Is it that progressive in South Africa? Are we not all living in Africa under the umbrella of I'll only meet your man once inside home?
It's really not that weird.
I'm not saying it's weird. Obviously, I know all of us would love to have those kind of relationships with our parents, but like, other people are actually living that dream.
It happens here in Bots too. What are you talking? Where do you live?
You've been to lunch with your girlfriend's mom?
Not to lunch. I've been to their house and just hung out there.
No, that's different.
But I know girls who go to lunch and hang out. Sometimes they even spend days living with the boyfriend's family, and they go out and stuff like that.
I would like to see it.
I feel like you said, it's a conversation type situation, and I think he should know by now your financial situation, or at least you should have expressed it to him. This is how it's going. And when you guys are there, don't you guys like order for yourself kind of king size family meal, and then you expect to pitch in?
If it's someone you love and they don't realize how much pressure they're putting you under, maybe you should question whether he's the guy you want to be with.
This is what you'd question the relationship for.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
It should be my first instinct to realize, no, baby is uncomfortable.
This is not something you can tell. It's not a bruise on the face, dog. Communicate, babes. Communicate. This is exactly why I stay weary of rich boys. Guys, I don't know if I'll ever see myself dating one, but there's a financial expectation that they're right to have, but not personally my funds in my pocket.
How about Twan?
But most of them who I've met,
yeah, they tend to put pressure on people. Just rich people in general. They just be like, oh, I don't see my 1.9 Hassan City. I'm like, what?
Bro!
It's like, it's not even that much. Yeah, they tend to do that.
Moving on to the next confession. I'm quite a big guy. It often happens that if I'm walking behind a girl, that she constantly looks over her shoulder as if she's scared. When I see them do this, I'll either stop and tie my shoe to give them a bit more space between us, or even cross the road just so that they know I'm not a predator. When a guy complains that, oh my god, you guys see me as a threat, you see me as a this, it kind of feels like it's coming from a privileged standpoint. What? Like, okay, this is just me speaking from my point of view.
I hear you.
Men, hella, if you have a daughter, you tell her not to trust anybody on the streets, on the alley, on the everything, because you know that it's not safe for her. You can't tell that someone is a predator. Oh, mono, this one is the predator. So for my safety, I have to treat every single one of you people I don't know as if you're about to kill me or do something nasty. It's just how it is. And you as a man, and looking at the stats and looking at what's currently happening, especially in South Africa and Botswana combined, you have to understand that this is just one of the things you have to deal with until we're in a safer community.
You know, I agree with you to an extent. I just don't like the fact that you use the word privilege. I don't think it's coming from a person.
It's privilege. It's like a white person saying, okay, hold up. It's like a white person saying, we get racism too.
It's like a white person saying, black people commit a lot of crimes, therefore I have a right to be afraid of them. All I'm saying is that
you're saying that's what we are.
No. Can you listen?
Okay.
I'm saying this guy is saying I'm not a threat. All he's saying is, I'm just saying, put yourself in his shoes. Sometimes you're just hanging out and people are just being weird around you. Imagine how uncomfortable that must be. It's like when you're a black guy and you enter a country club and then everyone's looking at you like you're a criminal. And then when you ask them, yo, why are you looking at me like that? And they keep saying, oh no, black people tend to rob niggas. What?
No, I get that. I understand
it's not fun for him. I get that it's something he has to deal with, but I just feel like you put it too harshly. It's not a privilege for people to be afraid of you. It sucks. It really sucks.
I'm like, you should weigh the two fears. What's happening if someone is gonna have a negative opinion of you? They're not even gonna tell you anything. You're afraid that that woman is gonna look at you and be scared. I'm afraid you're gonna kill me.
Yeah, I get that. I'm not minimizing her struggle. I'm just saying don't minimize his.
I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying he has to understand that there's a bigger struggle in front of him. Look,
Thamani, we agree to an extent. This man, he has to deal with this. It's a fact of life. Some women are gonna be afraid of you if you're a big guy. But at the same time,
if you're a guy in general.
At the same time, you have to sympathize with the fact that this man, he's obviously not a threat, but he's paying for the sins of guys who are threats. And that sucks, and that's all I'm saying you should acknowledge. But it sucks to be in his shoes.
It sucks. But very sad for you, but
yeah, no, hard luck.
Moving on to confession number 4. I swear these guys on Tinder think I'm using it to find a fuck buddy. But meanwhile, I'm using it to feel better about myself and just trying to feel validated by men. Ooh, there's a lot of things wrong with this one. There's a lot going on.
What does she think? It's Tinder. It's a website for dating. When guys find you there, they want to have sex with you.
Oh, they want to date.
I feel like if you enter Tinder, you know the atmosphere around it. You have to be willing to. The terms and conditions, they might not be on the website, but you know people want to fuck on Tinder. And then at the same time, you're using it to get their attention so that they can validate you? Nah, this bitch is she's not a victim here.
For me personally, from experience, I got Tinder sometime while ago with my best friend. It was on his phone. We just wanted to learn how the app works and actually see if it works in our country. And what I realized is people who are on Tinder in Botswana, majority of them are for hookups. Maybe in other countries, but the United States, it's genuine people looking for, a relationship. I don't know.
Yeah, I watched an episode of Family Guy. It's not about that. It's a sex app.
But it's basically the straight version of Grindr here. I don't think it's like the best place to go look for a potential boyfriend or husband or whatever.
She's not even looking for that. She's looking for validation. She
wants their attention. For the first part, because she's like, hey, why do they want a fuck buddy? I'm just trying to address that first. And then secondly, you're using it to feel better about yourself and just to feel validated by men.
Be a therapist.
And I do know that it is nice to get a compliment, but to go seeking it,
that's a symptom of a problem. You need to see a doctor.
That's a different thing, man. I mean, it's not like I go out and be like, yes, today the men are going to think I'm if none of these men say anything nice to me, I'm going to be so sad. Hell, I'll be happy if I don't get catcalled. But if someone does it nicely and is like, hey, Thamani, you look beautiful, alone, I will be happy. So I understand why she feels the need to want validation, but it is a sign of like deeper problems, nyana.
Daddy issues.
No, I don't think it's daddy, but
it's daddy issues. You didn't get the attention you wanted from your dad. And
maybe insecurities, like body insecurities.
You want somebody to validate you and tell you look pretty, princess.
Maybe it's body insecurities, because it's not like, she just feels like, maybe I don't feel good about my body, but when a guy's like, yes, girl, we see that bunda, we see that nyash.
But to be fair, as a guy, someone who's been a guy for 24 years, we only say that because we want you to feel that way. Because, it'll get you laid.
But you get what I mean.
I get it.
That feel good feeling.
I get it.
So
and it's pathetic. I'm sorry. It's pathetic.
Stop it. Get some help.
Honey, you just go see a therapist because it's not a healthy feeling to have, honestly.
Or just have sex with them.
No.
That's fine too.
Confession number 5. I'm a virgin, but I'm scared if I don't bleed on our first time, my boyfriend won't bleed.
No, Jesus fucking Christ.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I feel like sex education failed a lot of people. Not every single person is going to bleed when they have sex for the first time.
Some people have their hymens broken while they're riding horses. Some
It's
people
so
don't.
easy
Some
to
people
break
aren't
that
even
day.
born with hymens. It's really not that big a deal.
Dude,
and if
it
your
is so
boyfriend is
easy.
so stupid that he thinks that, then he's probably not the guy you want to lose your virginity to. That guy sounds like a douche. If he thinks you're not a virgin, why is that important to him?
I think we have to look at the fact
backwards
that
thinking.
like South Africa is very cultural in many aspects.
Could have virginity nearly never. All I'm saying is that if I find you, Thamani, and I want to date you, your virginity is honestly none of my business. You had a life before you met me. You don't owe me anything.
Period. 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 Period.
The hymen thing is nothing you need to worry about. Not everyone has one. It's very easy to break it. Like if you are someone who rode bikes when you were younger, anything, even like strenuous exercise could break your hymen.
Yeah, man. Gymnastics especially breaks a lot of hymens.
So it's not something you need to be like scared about. Like make him know,
And
make him
maybe-
research that if you care
If you
that
think
much
about it, maybe if you don't bleed, it's because he has a small dick. It's not your fault. The guy with a micro penis can't be complaining about how you're not bleeding. What the hell does he have to make you bleed?
All I'm just saying is the hymen is not the true indicator of virginity, babes. So yesterday we had lighting and storage issues. We didn't actually end up finishing our video, so we decided to do it today.
How would they have known if you hadn't said that?
I'm just telling them so they know because I care about them.
Fine.
Confession number something. For a while now, I suspected that my girl was fake moaning. So last week during the deed, I flipped her around for doggy. And after a while, I pulled out but pretended like I was still hitting it. And made clapping sounds with my hands, and she just continued to moan. I proved myself right, but at what cost?
Yeah, but why would you do that though? Why would you peek under the curtain? I mean, if you suspect she's fake moaning, she's probably fake moaning. So don't investigate.
I'm not gonna say it directly correlates to the fact that she's not enjoying it. Yet I feel like if at all she didn't enjoy doing the deed with you, she wouldn't be dating you.
No, that's not the thing. A lot of people do things out of pity.
So you date someone and do the deed out of pity?
No, I mean, you started off in love, and then after a while you get over them, but then you feel so bad because this person is treating you right, but you feel guilty for not loving them anymore and not enjoying having sex with them anymore. So what do? You fake moan to make them feel better about themselves. I think it's your fault for investigating. Could have just left it the fuck alone.
I feel like it's so common, like it's maybe habit amongst women to just do it by default.
Yeah.
It's maybe a conversation you need to have with her to be like, yo, I want everything with you to be authentic. The best sex or the best, is for the woman to always be moaning. So even if I'm not actually feeling it at the time, I don't want. She probably thinks you're gonna judge her if she doesn't.
A lot of women do it. It's not that surprising. I just don't know why you want to hurt your own feelings. Somebody look.
Yeah, I get it. He already knows the truth. So go on,
When you get to the nitty-gritties, this girl doesn't feel anything. What, you were clapping your hands and she was pretending that she felt something? Oh, that's terrible.
Like, why would you have to say that?
Yeah, he just stopped and clapped his hands. And she moaned. It's fine. But it's on you, my guy. You shouldn't have done that.
Moving on to confession number something.
Yeah.
It says, I hate my body so much that I don't get changed in front of my boyfriend anymore. And I can't even look at myself because I hate my body. I just want to feel good again. He's also noticed that I don't change or want to have sex, and he's supportive, but it's really hard to keep going on like this.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to help. I honestly don't. Just practice. Just keep undressing in front of him. There's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Nothing anyone can do.
This a confession or story rather is, there's a lot to it. I feel like there's a lot of issues around it. There's not one thing or solution you could tell someone to fix like body insecurities, especially because we don't actually know where they stem from. If it's him who makes you feel like that, baby girl, then you need to evaluate your man, because it ain't it. But if it's society or other things, good. Okay, from my experience with my partner, before dating him, I felt so insecure about my body, but I guess with constant reassurance and actually seeing me the way he sees me. Seeing me the way he sees me, like I've tried to put myself in his shoes and realize that this person, all these things that I'm worried about, he does not care. He doesn't even notice that it's something that someone should be insecure about. And when I just like, oh my God, no, what about this? They don't care. Huh?
I'm just saying, I've also had my own insecurities, and I realized, man, no one gives a crap except you. And then I'm like, you know what? Then I got over all of it.
Exactly. Like if
because no one actually gives a crap except you, and you abuse us, which that's another conversation altogether.
Hey, so I don't know what the actual point. You need to go to the root of the problem of the insecurity and just work up from there, because it's not something that could be talked about or given advice in 2 minutes.
I'm not therapist.
Professionally. The next confession says, this guy I play rugby with is in a long distance relationship, and he told me that they call every opportunity they get. I don't know how he does it because I'm not in a long distance relationship and I cheat on my girlfriend every weekend.
It's fine. Okay, what's he asking for advice for, or is he just confessing?
He's confessing how people in long distance relationships stay faithful, because when you're 2 doors away and still what
I honestly don't get it either. I just don't know how people make it work. You can't just date someone. Imagine I'm in Gaborone, you're in Francistown. That's like 2 different cities that are like on opposite sides of the country, and I'm supposed to just keep like being in love with you and everything. What do we talk about, man?
I think
our lives are so parallel that it's unrealistic for us to attempt.
I think it's kind of different if we're gonna talk about adult relationships. In this time point in time, people our age sometimes have cars and all these things, and it's not really that far of a commute to go to Francistown. I know so many couples who Friday Sunday the next Friday Sunday
No, hear me out. Any amount of I just feel like if
it's too much work.
70% of the relationship is work and trying to make it work, and just so little actual convenience and happiness, then it's not worth it. If you're constantly having to think petrol, constantly not sell petrol and 500, and then you see them for 2 hours, and when you get there you have to book a freaking hotel every day. You have to call them. None of it is convenient, none of it is fun. It's all expenses. It just doesn't feel worth it.
Who says none of it is fun? Here's my thought process. Say you're with your man for 2 years, and then he gets transferred to Francistown. Are you gonna break up with him because you be an adult about it and continue your relationship?
That's why you should get married if you've been dating that long.
2 years.
Spouse. Leave your job. Go and hoodoo with the person.
People in long distance relationships if they're done in the right way and there's trust, there's communication, it can probably work. It's a hard thing to do.
It will not work.
But it would work.
I can guarantee you 99% of the time they are cheating on each other.
It would work. Anyway, shame on you. The next confession says, in the last 3 weeks, I've quit weed, started gymming, and I'm seeing a future ahead again. Hope this can be a sign to whoever needs it. Oh, this is sweet.
That's boring. Move on.
That's boring. No, this is sweet. It's great.
No one cares.
Good for you. I hope your life is doing
way much better. What are you looking for? A medal? Your medal's
yes,
with a male.
Yes. And I'm gonna give it to you. Props to you, man. It's not easy. This person battled an addiction and won, man.
Weed is not addicted. It's not habit forming.
Depends on who it is.
Exactly, but scientifically speaking, it is not.
If he's talking about it is for him.
He just had a problem.
My point. He had a problem, so now he's won. Kudos to you, man.
There's nothing special about that. You just did the human thing.
Stand up! Stand up!
The next confession is, breaking up is cool. But have you ever been broken up with while on holiday with the entire family? Because same.
I've never personally been devastated by a breakup, so I don't know. Have you?
You're Mr. I don't feel any emotions. Why should I feel them?
I'm just saying, I'm always willing to start a new chapter. I'm really young. Honestly, imagine me when I was 19 and then someone breaks my heart and then I bitch about it. It's a long life, man.
But you have to mourn the end of your relationship.
Yeah, I mourn it for a few days and then I move on. What can I do? I loved you, I gave you my all, and then you didn't want it. That's not my fault. You don't owe me your love.
Hey, this one is difficult. I feel like breakups in general are difficult regardless of where you are, especially the moment it happens. And your partner is shitty for breaking up with you when they know you're on holiday and you're with other people like that.
No, actually they did you a favor.
No, they chickened out.
No.
When I said about the repercussions,
here's why.
You can't react to it.
But you can heal properly when it's an all expense paid vacation.
No.
You're drinking Mai Tais on the beach.
No, you
know what I'm
ruined
saying?
your vacation.
He's ruined your vacation. You look for the best place to dump you. Imagine if he dumped you when you're at your worst.
He's like, no, don't enjoy sipping Mai Tais on a beach. Instead, when you look at that Mai Tai and you see your reflection, think about our pictures. Think about me and you. I want you when you are there, riding dolphins.
That is not how I would have seen it. If someone broke up with me on holiday, I'm like, what? With all these hoes in Durban? Nah, this is the best place to break up with. This is the best place to move on.
No. It's like breaking up with someone on their birthday and being like, you're with friends and family, people who love you,
No,
you're
that
having a
one
great
is
time.
pretty shitty.
It's the same thing.
I know a lot of girls with that. I don't know why niggas do that. That's messed up. On the birthday?
Confession number... What? I'm not physically attracted to my boyfriend, but his personality and dick game is a 10 out of 10. So I'm willing to compromise.
That doesn't make any sense. Not physically attracted, like he's not handsome?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I think this differs per person. When you're someone who watches and you looks, and she's basically saying, I know just that you look so, and I make a lot of personality relaying and what. So that's why it's a confession. Not me. I don't think it's inherently I go for personality kids. If you have a dope personality in my brain, you start becoming hot even if you're ugly. I don't know why. So it's not I'm not attracted to you. I'm attracted to you because of your personality, but I'm never aware that you're not attractive until and I'm like, damn.
I don't have a lot of strong,
ugly looking.
I don't have a lot of strong opinions on this because I've never really been able to pinpoint how women find men attractive. It's just very confusing. You guys find the weirdest things attractive, so it's hard to say.
I think it's different people.
Exactly. Someone can just say, this guy has really nice eyebrows. I'm like, what? He has long eyelashes. So you have a crush on him? You want to have sex with him because of his eyebrows? Yeah, move on. This is weird. Women are weird.
This one says, I will never understand why guys fantasize about women showering. It is not majestic or sexy. We usually have one leg hoisted up to the corner to shave behind the ankles and knees and continuously pulling hair out of our ass cracks. Get porn. It's corn, boo. That's the reason why they think showering is sexy, because on there, Johnny Sins as a plumber tends to find the woman in the shower soaped up like a hotel and then they're like,
first of all,
fantasies.
You guys think a guy putting his hand on the seat like this and reversing the car is sexy? Who are you people to talk? Got it! It's just driving.
Well, ours makes more sense.
Nah, it really doesn't. At some point, you made guys take pictures of their hands. Their freaking hands. And you want me to listen to you complain?
Why do you guys think women showering is sexy?
Because it's naked women. We like naked women.
Thank you. Then what
Wet naked women.
Check out our preferences. It's not gonna help you with anything.
I'm just saying, let's put things into perspective. You know, remove the log in your eye before you tell the guy to remove the speck in his eye.
This is another confession. It says, I've been gymming for over 3 years and I'm tempted to start taking steroids as my growth is slowing down. But I really want to know what people would think of me.
Look, buddy, enjoy.
Yo.
Honestly, I feel like there's been a lot of research on steroids and a lot of warnings against this stuff. If at this point you still think you need advice, I don't know, man. Maybe you deserve the consequences. It's fine. You probably deserve it. Go, take the steroids.
Here's my 2 cents.
The Kalimage.
I feel like generally in Africa, whenever we talk about gym, people forget that there's a whole eating side of it. Like, it's like they think it's 80% gym and then 20% food, but it's like 80% what you eat and then 20% gym. You could go to the gym every day, burn 1,000 calories if you're not eating enough, like eating a lot. But the Rock eat. They don't just
and they don't take steroids.
They've been
doing it for decades.
Then they eat. So if you're not eating the same amount that they're eating, you're not gonna grow.
And yeah, when you be gymming for like 3 years, like he said, yeah, you're gonna build muscle, but then you reach a plateau point where you just can't gain anymore, and that's where the steroids come.
You can.
It's gonna be very, very slow. Don't take steroids. That's a terrible idea. Do you like testicles? Do you like having them?
Okay, I don't know anything about steroids. I'm not gonna comment on that. Moving on to confession number 1. I think I'm starting to go bald, and I'm so insecure about it. I've tried everything and nothing seems to be working. I'm 21.
Hey man, nothing. I don't know any solutions.
Who do you think this is, a girl or a guy?
A guy?
If it's a girl, this is exactly why she's insecure about it.
I don't know. Most guys who bald, most people who bald are guys, statistically speaking. So it's a fair assumption.
But if at all she is insecure about it, it's because of the statistically speaking. If you're a girl, my advice to you is baby girl wigs. wigs. Once you're bald, I feel like nowadays, no, for real, nowadays all the slay queens, all the girlies with the money, they are keeping short hair because it is so easy to just pop on a wig in the morning, pop on this. It is the look at the moment. So baby girl, don't worry about that.
Just get like big hoop earrings and shave everything. And
Dude, women who do that look so they do.
I mean, there's ones that look hot, and then there's guys, those ones in the shadows who don't look hot. So
you don't know that.
Be careful. I've seen a bunch of them, and they just look weird. They just look like WWE superstars.
You will look fine, honey.
You won't.
WWE superstars, Baba said, are sexy, and like I'd love.
I don't mean those
pin
ones.
me against the wall.
I really don't mean those ones. You know the ones I mean. I mean Goldberg.
I don't know what you're talking about. But if you are a guy, I don't know, man. You're in Africa. It's more normal than you think. In Africa, baldness is accepted.
Just embrace it. And just go out.
I mean, look at The Rock. He's yummy. Yeah. We're finally at the end of our video. I'm so sad. But if you do want a part 3, make sure that you comment down below so that we can do another reaction. And comment those pages that have, you know, little dubious stories and stuff that we can actually react to. Or if you want to see this guy again, make sure that you comment down below.
Peace, wild animals.
Thank you so much for watching the YouTube video to the very end. Make sure that you watch out for the next one. Turn on your post notifications because there's more content coming. I will see you guys in the next upload. Bye.
What does it smell like? Poop.
I don't know. Did you poop?
I don't know. It smells like chicken shit. I don't want a relationship for 6 years. What? I don't know.
I never said 6
I
years.
don't 6 months. I get it.
Says the guy who went back to his ex a million times.
He wasn't mourning. I was there.
I
was there.
Let's get back to the video. What?
What? You want to read them anyway?
You wait until I read them.
Fine.
And I love the fact.
It's so weird. Why would you say that?
Fuck you. It's my channel. I get to say what I want. These are my subscribers.
Marato, yeah. Enjoy.
Marato. Bye.